the order. The academy has collapsed. My sister and my mother are dead.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
That's just what I was going to say. That's the bloke we've been looking for. That's the Yang. What?
Well, what a coincidence, Mr. Michaels. I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Miss Amanda Valley. Probably for arson, too.
What? No.
Take him away, Constable.
Inspector, I think I found her.
Damn. Call in the lads. There's nothing more we can do here.
She didn't set herself.
Why not? Perhaps she was cold and set herself on fire. For God's sake, she was murdered. Am I the only one round here with half a brain? Anyway, we're not going to find any more clues. It's been raining all night. You stay here and wait for the cavalry. I'll go down to the village and ask some questions.
Bit early for a beer, isn't it, Inspector?
I'm here on official business, Tom.
It wasn't me, honest. Me brother Bobby's me witness.
Do you know Amanda Valley?
Yes, unfortunately. I still owe her money.
Well, hold on to it. I'll buy her a wreath.
Heck, why? Is she dead?
You could say that. Burned. Probably last night between 6 p.m. and midnight. Where were you at that time?
Hey, Inspector, you know I wouldn't kill anyone, especially not over a few quid. I was out with Bobby at a theme park, Alton Towers. Got home pretty late, went straight to bed.
So, do you know if Miss Valley had any enemies?
Apart from the Gordons?
The Gordons.
Her brother was caught up by that Samuel chap. I guess that was before your time. Since then, she's absolutely hated that family. Have you seen her flat? It's bloody mad, I tell you.
Any other tips?
Have you seen that Yank that's been sneaking around here recently? I'd check him out if I were you. He's the one with the blood in his hands. He was chatting with Amanda Valley in front of the pub a few days ago. He asked me about a tackle for robbing houses. No idea why he came to me, but it sounded pretty suspicious.
Holy, she really hadn't gotten over it. What have we got here? Interesting. Darren Michaels, Bedford, Maine, last week. I'll bet anyone 10 quid that's the Yank Tom was talking about.
Inspector! Inspector, the castle's on fire!
Oh, great. As if a burnt corpse wasn't enough. Come on.
Just listen to what I've got to say first. You can't just... Come on, get the car.
Caught with a flaming torch next door to burn the castle. If this isn't my ticket out of this dump, then God only knows.
So, you fell in love with this woman?
Angelina.
Fell in love with Angelina without knowing she was your sister. She lured you to England, to Black Mirror Castle, the castle of your ancestors, to use you as a key for an old ritual. That's right, isn't it? Do me a favor and put the lighter down, all right? You said it had something to do with a curse, Adrian.
You tell me. All I know is that I drizzled blood on a book and read out incomprehensible words. And then bang, black all around me. And the next thing I can remember, there were sounds in the woods behind me getting nearer. All in all, a grade A nightmare. The ritual probably worked, and now I'm possessed by a centuries-old evil soul that wants to bend my mortal body to its purpose.
You believe you're carrying a second soul. Oh, Adrian, I know that feeling well. But believe me, no one is cursed. Children always believe they're to blame for grown-up suffering. These feelings of guilt have branded themselves into your soul. So, how was it for you to meet your biological mother after all these years? You said you didn't have much time to talk to her.
No. She was taken hostage by Angelina. They both died shortly afterwards. They fell into the abyss in the ritual chamber.
In the ritual chamber. Exactly. And your foster mother in America. Did you have a chance to talk to her about it?
No. She was in a coma, and then she died.
All right, then. Perhaps we should forget about the women in your family for the time being and turn to more happy matters. Let's talk about your father. Wait a minute, Constable. We're not finished yet.
Perhaps we can leave that till tomorrow.
As you wish.
I don't mean to interrupt, but the inspector has something important he needs to talk with Mr. Michaels about. And you know what the inspector's like. It's about the bail.
Is it still not high enough for him? There's no one who would spend a penny on me anyway.
Don't say that.
All right, Doc. Have you got a spare 5,000 pounds?
Yes. Well, I can't do that, Adrian. I'm your doctor.
Mr. Michaels, come along now, please.
If there's anything you want to talk about, Adrian, I'm here most of the time. And Zach, tell the inspector he should keep to the arranged times. I don't burst in when he's in the middle of an interrogation.
Yes, Mum, I'll tell him.
So how's your abused little arsonist soul? Stroked better by the nice doctor? I hope you see the burning faces of the 4 poor souls you have on your conscience every single night.
Thanks for asking.
You know what? I'm starting to run out of patience with you. If I could, I'd have you deported. Your fellow countrymen should be made to endure your fairy tales. Unfortunately, I can't do that.
If you'd led a decent investigation, then you'd have found evidence for my fairy tales a good while back.
And now the little thug wants to tell me how to do my job. Constable Zach was down in the sewers for 2 days, and what did he find? Nothing. And Miss Valley's also mysterious order. Nonsense. No one here has even heard of it.
They had an assembly chamber in the mine, and Victoria knows about it too.
Assembly chamber? Don't make me laugh. Miss Valley gave lectures on the cursed Gordon clan in there. And the old biddy hasn't spoken since the fire.
Gordon clan? Old Biddy? Stop talking about my family like that.
Your family? Yeah, well, you'd actually fit in with those loonies.
Whatever. Can I go back to my cell now?
Unfortunately, I have to throw you out of your little paradise. Someone's paid your bail.
What did you say? Who?
Doesn't seem to be a friend of yours. Wanted to stay anonymous. Well, whatever. Get your things and get out of here. But don't go too far. Otherwise, I'll have to put you on a bloody list. That would be pretty much the most stupid thing that could happen to you.
I can well believe it.
All the better. So be a good boy and go collect your things from your apartment.
Salve gente, benvenuti e benvenute, ma soprattutto ben ritrovati e ritrovati su Black Mirror 3. E come potete vedere, le cose sembrano davvero un gioco tagliato a metà tra il 2 e il 3, però ho visto un qualcosa di eccezionale. Adesso le bocche si aprono e parlano. Pensate un po', c'è stato un avanzamento tecnologico. Allora, vediamo un po'. Qui, ventilatore.
That's probably just decoration, considering the weather here.
In effetti, è quello che ho pensato anch'io. Abbiamo chiavi?
I guess those are the keys to the cells. Apart from the fact that everyone here would notice if I took them, my cell is open.
Poi abbiamo la vecchia fotocopiatrice.
A photocopier. Looks really modern compared to the rest of the furniture.
Ah beh certo, per loro è nuovo.
A photocopier.
Che è?
The emergency call center. As you can see, it's manned around the clock. The police archive. There aren't very many files, but lots of them are labeled Gordon. Cold coffee.
Guardate! Giocava una freccetta con la... per cosa del
I
padre.
prefer some coffee. As far as I know, there's no evidence room here. Collected evidence is kept in these lockers. They're always locked. Crumbling tiles. Why should the floor look any better than the rest?
Comunque si vede lui ha un aspetto più dismesso, eh?
The wash basin, also known as the spare toilet. The road to freedom? More like the little turd's road to his big brother.
Ooh.
I've slept on this pillow in this damn uncomfortable bed for the last 3 weeks. It doesn't smell as bad as it did at first. The top bunk hasn't been occupied since I've been here. There are people in the adjacent cell sometimes, though. My reading material for the past 3 weeks. The intellectual outpourings of my frustrated predecessors. Ah, sweet bird of freedom. I'm coming. Would be nice if it worked. A garbage dump would be more sterile than these toilets. Only the Willow Creek police know why there's only one locker for a 2-man cell. My pencil... but where's my diary?
Per esaminare gli oggetti in inventario o per usarli, cliccaci sopra con il tasto destro del mouse.
One of the few things I was allowed to take with me into my cell.
Una matita?
The locker was open and my diary isn't inside. Damn. My friendly fellow inmate, Matt Newcastle. One of those kind of people that my mother always warned me about.
Beh, non c'è più niente.
Have you seen my diary?
Your diary? And here's me thinking it belonged to some nutter. I don't know what happened to me in the ritual chamber. What went wrong?
How did you get into my locker? Stop that. Constable!
Or worse, what if nothing went wrong? What if Mordred has been freed and has taken possession of me and is making me do his bidding? Please, somebody help me. Stop me from becoming a murderer.
Give that here, bastard!
I don't want to
Che
be
scemo.
Mordred's puppet. I want this fiend to disappear, back to the hell he crawled out of.
I'll have you. I'll kill you.
Boo-hoo-hoo. I don't want to be a murderer. Boo-hoo. Don't make me crap myself. I'm so scared.
Hai visto?
Hey, what's wrong with you? Hey, Scarface. Now forget it, you nutter.
ripped up my diary. These are the only pages I could save. Most of them are empty. That moron. These are the only pages I could...
Bene.
I don't know what's going on with me just now, but I'd rather just keep my distance from that guy.
Can you sign here, please? Just to confirm that you've read the bail conditions and that you've been instructed to register with Dr. Winterbottom every day. This here is a declaration of your state of health at the time of your provisional release.
But there's only good or very good on there.
So, you're not feeling so good then?
No.
Well, don't forget to sign it then. Here's your wallet. I keep the passport. And you need to sign here that you got your things back.
You promise with all this signing you haven't secretly slipped a confession in there too?
That's not permitted.
Ah, so I'm in luck then. Just a minute, I was being a bit premature. There's 500,000 missing.
You should have checked for that before signing for it. Any subsequent complaints have to be addressed to our regional HQ in Bristol.
Alright, just a joke. Is that it then?
Yes. You're free to go now, Mr. Michaels.
Amen.
Mr. Michaels?
Something else to sign?
No. I just wanted to inform you that your solicitor is assuming you're going to call him soon. Here's his card.
Got it. Catch you later, Constable. Free at last. Well, relatively. At least I can now prove my innocence by my own means. Now, let's see what my lawyer wants from me.
Per telefonare a qualcuno usa il suo biglietto da visita con un telefono o una cabina telefonica. Beh, all'epoca c'era ancora quella.
My lawyer's business card. Never thought I'd need one of those. A letterbox. Nothing special. A barrel. It says Willow Creek Corner Shop on it. A barrel. It says Willow Creek Corner Shop on it. Fresh vegetables. A very paltry selection. I prefer the frozen variety. An access point to the sewer system. Brings back memories that I'd rather forget.
Ah, si muove anche meglio, vedo.
You could sit and eat here. There's nothing to buy anymore, though.
Che sai, prezza?
Sorry remains of a sorry annual fair. I don't think there's anything useful here. Just a pile of junk. No idea what the river's called. I need to call my lawyer urgently. My lawyer's business card. Never have thought I'd...
Mr. Jones from the law firm Jones & Partners.
Hello, Mr. Jones. Darren Michaels here. I was told you wanted to speak to me?
Ah, Mr. Michaels, yes. The investigations are stagnating, rather. As long as there's no evidence for the allegations brought against you, you can't be charged. So that's good. On the other hand, your fellow countrymen want to step into the ring too. The American embassy is on our backs. That's not so good.
And what does that mean exactly?
Well, that you're going to have to sit tight in Willow Creek for quite a while. Inspector Spooner's investigation methods. You implied the last time that you weren't too happy with them?
Yes, it seems to me that Spooner isn't really bothered anymore.
Inspector Spooner just wanted to produce a guilty party and then get the case closed as soon as he could. He has to produce results so that he can get back to London. But he's rather used up all his ammo. Now he's hoping that the embassy will take the case off him so that he doesn't have to chalk it up as a failure.
So he doesn't really seem to be interested in the truth.
Well, the truth, Mr. Michaels, as is generally known, is the invention of a liar. But the fact you've got bail is a good sign. And that someone's been found to pay for it is even better. Perhaps you should have a look yourself, now that you've been released, for some clues or slip-ups in the investigation. Would be best if you could get a copy of your files.
Mr. Jones, did you find out anything about my identity? The police here don't seem to be putting any effort into it.
Yes. Concerning your identity, Mr. Michaels, it's hard to prove anything at the moment. Find documents, birth certificates, that kind of thing. But don't forget to go to your therapy session.
You said I should have another look at my file. Is it really so easy to do that?
Well, it depends on the inspector in charge. But if you flatter him a little, he might let you have a look. Otherwise, I could request a copy and send it on to you.
That's gonna take too long. I'll try to get my hands on it myself. How long do I have to put up with this psychotherapy?
You're gonna have to hang in there for a few more rounds at least. It's in your best interest.
The last assessment was rejected. What good can it do?
Forget about the authorities. You ever thought that you might actually need therapy?
Do you think I'm crazy?
Aren't we all? But seriously, Mr. Michael, try and do something about your mental condition. If you end up having to face a lawsuit in the States, your family's mental history isn't going to impress the jury one bit. So stop blocking shots and come out from behind your guard, man.
Vabbè.
This somebody who you maintain means well has paid the bail anonymously. Can you find out who it was?
No problem. But it'll take a couple of days.
Are you convinced that I'm innocent, Mr. Jones?
Of course, Mr. Michael. Do you think I could represent you if I wasn't? Nevertheless, we should hurry up and find some solid evidence to prove it.
Whatever. I'll be in touch.
Keep your head up. Attack is the best form of defense.
A rainwater butt. There are lots of them around. You know, just in case Willow Creek suffers a drought. A huge cartwheel. Thankfully, the age when people were racked up on them has long passed.
In caso di siscita, vabbè, Willow Creek.
So absorbed in the conversation that they don't even notice me. Perhaps it's better that way.
Oh.
This is the best seat in the house, with a view of the village square. Unbelievably thrilling. You can watch the moss growing between the paving stones. Flower vase or coffee cup? Probably both. They look really pathetic, but still better than cheap plastic ones. Photos of parties here in the cafe. I really didn't think they celebrated anything here in Willow Creek. Kinda weird. Lots of the people in the photos have been murdered. Coffee culture is spreading. Mild beans and double roasted. Is Willow Creek ready for this?
Già. Mi bevono parecchio tè.
The sugar's empty. Looks comfortable, unlike the chairs. Coffee in all its guises, from mocha to Irish coffee. The list of teas is still twice as long, though. Shame. No donuts left. Now here's something quite different. It's a nice contrast to the rest of medieval Willow Creek. Shame. No donuts left. At last, a ray of sunshine. I was beginning to think there were only gross-looking guys with alcohol problems living in this dump. Hi,
I know. I recognize you from the newspaper.
And you're not gonna run away screaming?
I'd have a lot of running to do if I ran away from every window in this dump.
You really like living here, huh? Are you out of donuts?
No, there are some in the storeroom, but they're reserved for the nice inspector. He buys them here every morning.
Of course. And what if I want one too?
Then bake one yourself.
I'd like a coffee, black.
Coming up.
Questo è fatto per farti entrare, eh? È lungo sto caffè? Questo fa un cappuccino, non un caffè. Oh!
Hello? By the way, I'm Darren. Or Adrian Gordon. Take your pick.
I'm Denise, or the one who's got no time for insane arsonists. Take your pick.
Wow. I think I prefer Denise.
All right then, Darren.
So, what's a young woman like you doing in a place like this? Not one for city living?
Hell yeah. I'm just waiting for the right moment.
You mean when the twice-yearly bus to London stops here?
Something like that.
Has this cafe been here long? I've never noticed it before.
We were closed during the fair this year.
Is it even worth having a cafe here in the village?
You'll have to ask my dad. It's his cafe. Why do you ask? Do you want to open one too?
Yeah, sure. Right next door. A Black Mere special cafe with ritual blood cappuccino and latte morbidato.
Good idea. Could have come from Murray.
Has anything exciting happened recently?
Apart from the fire at the castle? Wait a minute. Yeah, the espresso machine broke down.
When does the inspector usually come in?
He should have been here to pick up his donuts ages ago. He's probably been delayed by the scum of the earth. Again.
Nice description.
That's what Conrad calls his clientele, not me.
Conrad?
Conrad Spooner. That's what the inspector's called. Didn't you know?
I didn't know that donuts was so popular in England.
I don't know, but I do know that Spooner loves them, just as much as those cops in American TV shows.
And what does the dear inspector do when there aren't any donuts left?
He always gets what he wants. If need be, I bake him some.
I'll have another coffee, please.
It's on the bar.
It's cold. Can I get a new one?
Sure.
Per me sta a fa cappuccino, non sta a fa un caffè.
If the inspector needs his donuts every morning, and there weren't any to be had, then he would be sure to be out of his office for a while.
Va bene, adesso è soltanto un giro. Poi faremo cose quando sarà. Giusto per vedere un po' come l'ambiente.
What's her problem? My mom always used to say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, one of my moms. A hint of France in Willow Creek. Various smoking products. Tobacco, cigars, stuff for pipes. The inhabitants of Willow Creek seem to really enjoy smoking. Wow, a huge fridge. It's the Eco Freezer 100. At least that's what's written on it. Ice cream. My favorite flavors. And a good size, too. Yeah, that's how I like vegetables. Microwave ready on top of a steak. Brandy, spirits, and various types of whiskey. Everything an aching heart could wish for. It's the news on a news channel. I assume it's gonna be like that all day. Maybe they show documentaries about heavy trucks or aircraft carriers in between the bulletins. But I'm not interested. That's a Transylvanian-sized portion of garlic. We can assume the shop won't be attacked by vampires. Walking maps of the area. Indispensable for a suspected murderer out on bail, like myself. The shopkeeper's looking at me like I'm a thief. Or worse. Candy for kids, although I haven't seen a single one so far. A cash register. Brand, Fossil. Milk.
Milk.
This open bag of coffee beans makes the shop smell real nice. All the most important newspapers are there. The Final Times, The Moon, Daily Black Mirror, and the Willow Creek Telegraph.
Un po' spiritoso, po'. Daily Black Mirror.
The latest prices of apples, bread, and milk are written on this big board. Tea, 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 and oh, look, tea. A random selection. there's everything from romantic novels to Zen guidebooks.
Vede un po' di tutto.
A shopping basket. I don't need it. I'm only having a look around.
I hope you only want to cut up veggies with that. Sir?
Oh, è diventato più...
Huge eggs from huge chickens. I don't know why, but I find that funny. Instant porridge, soup in packets, and masses of powdered pudding. The infamous English cuisine at a glance. That must be the shopkeeper with a whistle hung around her neck. She looks a bit nervous. I wonder if that's because of me. Hello.
What do you want?
This is a shop, isn't it? Then maybe I want to buy something?
Okay.
I'd like to buy one of these walking mats.
Please, take it. You don't need to come to the till. It's on the house.
Oh. Thank you very much. Are you scared of me?
Of course not. I've got my whistle. As soon as anyone comes too close, I blow it. And it's so loud, even the gravedigger in Wormhill can hear it.
Clever, Abaya.
How do you know?
You've got that little badge on?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, your name's quite uncommon, Abaya. Where does it come from?
It's Indian. Don't you like it?
Oh, I do. It sounds very pretty. Does it mean anything?
The fearless one.
Ah, di origine indiana.
The old woman who just ran out. Could it be that she's a little crazy?
Dorothy? Oh no. She's just as crazy as you are. I mean, she's fine. The whistle was her idea.
What is this? Willow Creek's main shopping drag?
Oh, we've got everything that people need here. Usually. You can order too, but then it'll be delivered next week, if that's okay with you.
That won't be necessary. I'm just having a look around. I'm Darren, by the way.
I know exactly who you are.
Oh, really? Who am I then?
You're the arsonist who was in the newspaper.
I'm not gonna set your shop on fire. Anyway, I'm innocent.
Oh, I'm sure you are. But please, don't stay too long. Otherwise, I will have to call the police.
Yeah, right.
And without a telephone, I'll just use my whistle.
See ya.
I hope not.
Spero proprio di no. Cliccando con il tasto destro sulla mappa oppure premendo la lettera M potrai aprire la mappa della zona. Questo ti consentirà di raggiungere e poi scompare. Va bene, non è che me ne freghi molto, però. Ah, questo è Willow Creek. Church Street. Seal Hill. Che è? Wormhill. Le colline? Calde? Le calde colline? Anzi, la calda collina. Cammina un po' meno da paperella come il duo, già qualcosa, già qualcosa.
I'll have time to sit there when I'm old. The windows have colored plastic stuck on them. It's hard to make to dry?
Nah.
Nope. Cloths. They aren't particularly clean, but I wouldn't expect anything else from Tom's pub. You know? I'm glad I drank bottled beer last time I was there. It says 3 kegs, probably of beer. You can hardly make out what used to be written there, but I assume that nothing edible has ever been served here, at least since Tom inherited the pub. It looks like it hasn't been used for a very long time. I'm about to change that. Anyone want to buy an E? Murderous greetings from Willow Creek. The usual postcards and brochures. You can hardly make out what used to be written there, but I assume that nothing edible has ever been served here. That's Tom's pub. I think he's still a bit angry because I left him in the swamp and stole his car. Tom would like to see me dead. At least that's the last thing he said to me. Tom would like to see me dead. At least that's the last.
Oh, abbiamo un secchio.
Probably belongs to a fisherman. A dry sponge full of chalk dust. The sad remains of a bicycle. Willow Creek's Museum of Local History, a valuable hoard of English cultural history. The sign says Willow Creek Museum. Murray hopes to attract tourists that way. Up there is Dr. Joyce Winterbottom's practice. It's very cozy. Hello, Doctor? Can I ask you a quick question?
Non vedi, c'è la dottoressa ora qua.
I wonder if the record of our discussions will end up in there. I wonder if the record of our discussions will end up in there. Dr. Winterbottom writes down a patient's dreams in the green books. But I haven't seen anyone else but me here yet. Strange.
È qui per te.
Today's newspaper. There are probably lots of new, unbelievable revelations about the arsonist in it. You could hardly call this straggle of flowers a bouquet. Whenever I'm here, the ashtray is full. Dr. Winterbottom smokes like a chimney. Perhaps she should be in therapy. Dr. Winterbottom's notebook. Probably very revealing. At some point she'll be able to write her memoirs with it. Dr. Winterbottom's lighter. Quite an expensive one. I guess it was a present. My adoptive mother had a lamp like that. I always had fun hiding in it when I was a kid. A Newton's cradle. The ball passes on its momentum to the next one, which passes it on to the next until it reaches the last one, which can't pass it on any further and is kicked into the air. A simple example of kinetic energy, but its only use is to work this toy. A Native American dream catcher. It's supposed to protect you from nightmares. I wonder if the record of a... Doctor?
What's troubling you, Adrian?
Do you see me as being an arsonist?
Judging by your nightmares, you do at least seem to have a violence-orientated imagination.
Yeah, but Stephen King has that too.
As far as I'm aware, he has never been under suspicion of an arson attack resulting in 3 dead.
Whose side are you actually on?
On your side, Adrian.
Good. I swear to you that I've only ever told you the truth.
There are as many truths as there are people, Adrian, and we still have to find yours.
You like living in Willow Creek?
Yes, I like the life and the people. It's like time stood still here.
And every few years, along comes some psycho and murders half a dozen locals.
Yes, well, compared to the murder statistics in London, it's a proper holiday here.
Ah sì?
Get this, I've been released on bail.
Well, that's a good reason to celebrate.
I'm not quite so sure. The bail was paid anonymously. You know anything about that by any chance?
Anonymously? No. Who'd do something like that?
No idea. To be honest, I'd hoped you were behind it. This Spooner reckons he's a bit of a big shot.
He's one of those people who pack their own bags and then complain when they're too heavy.
What kind of bags?
Oh, he mucked something up in London and was posted here as punishment. Something he's not dealing with too well.
What did he do? Book the wrong guy?
You know about it? Well, Mr. Spooner is a bit of a trigger-happy cowboy. As far as I know, he overstepped his authority back in London, and that led to some guilty people getting off. Or maybe the other way round. However, I'm not exactly right in the picture with all this.
Right. A bad-natured investigator who can't tell the difference between guilty and innocent. I couldn't have come up against a better guy. How come you ended up here in the first place?
A colleague of mine I'd known from my student days. A doctor. Heinz Hermann. Once worked here in the sanatorium. He was a friend of the Gordons. Then, 12 years ago, those dreadful murders took place. Heinz was one of the victims. I came here to give his family and the others a little spiritual support, and I'm still here. That's just how life goes sometimes.
Beh, non è solo che lavorava nel sanatorio, era complice con il direttore del sanatorio.
Do you believe me?
Darren, Adrian, we've gone through this so many times before. Of course I believe you.
Then why am I still on the hit list?
I'm a doctor, not a judge. By the way, they rejected the assessment of your not being of sound mind.
Rejected? But what about the awful nightmares?
That kind of reaction is only normal, Adrian. If somebody suddenly revealed to me that I was descended from a long line of bloodthirsty murderers, I'd have nightmares too.
I had a strange experience earlier. It was just like one of my nightmares, but this time I was awake. It was in the police station, just as I was wanting to pick up my stuff. I suddenly found I had awesome strength. I dragged the guy to me through the bars and rammed my pencil into his eye. Wham! Then it was all over. It was just so real. Scary.
You don't say.
Oh, great. So I'm cursed and possessed.
I was talking to a colleague about you the other day. She's how shall I put it? She understands alternative therapies.
What's that all about then? Drugs? Electric shock? Voodoo?
Hypnosis.
You're not serious.
It would at least be a possible way of finding out more.
Well, for my part, as long as you don't saw open the top of my skull. These sessions, how long are they supposed to continue for?
What do you mean?
Well, I've been coming here every day for the past 3 weeks, but I'm still having nightmares every night, and the assessment says I'm 100% fit.
We ought to try hypnosis.
And what's that supposed to do? You want to join in on my nightmares?
Let's just try it tomorrow. If we can get to your roots, then perhaps we'll understand what your dreams are trying to tell us.
Boo! That's what they want to tell us. The dreams, I mean. Well, okay then, Doc. If you think that this might help me in some way, catch you later.
Take care.
Mi ha fatto burlesco. Comincia a piacermi di più il personaggio, guarda.
I wonder if the record of our discussions. The famous psychiatrist couch. Until now, I always thought it was a joke, but it's actually quite comfortable.
Andiamo.
There's a poster hanging here. We're rebuilding for you. Soon we'll be even more spectacular. Experience the horror up close and personal. Reopening on the 1st of December. Huh, that's in a few days' time. I'd just like to see my file before I leave the village. I'd just like to see my file.
Allora, facciamo il primo salvataggio. Boom! Il primo salvataggio, come ha chiamato? Alla dottoressa. Allora, mi faccia un caffè per favore.
Hello?
Hmm?
I think I'll have another one.
Okay.
I think the door leads into the storeroom. Okay, I've got to come up with something that's gonna make Spooner hang out here in the cafe for a while. A shelf full of stock for the cafe. There are things like coffee, tea, juice, and milk on the shelf. Those have to be the donuts specially reserved for Spooner. A high-performance chest freezer with a glass lid. Not a lot in it. The seal is in really bad shape. If it gets wet, you probably wouldn't be able to get the chest open anymore. It's cold enough in here. I'll close the thing again. A wash bucket filled with, dirty water. If I just leave the donuts on the freezer, I may as well leave them on the shelf. I'm only just out on bail. I don't want to end up straight back in the can for shoplifting. Now it's open again. Donuts. Basic nutrition for cops like Spooner. I'll put the box of donuts in a nice visible spot in the freezer. We're gonna have frozen donuts here soon. Begging the question, how's that gonna help me? A wash bucket filled with, dirty water. A wash bucket. The sponge is dripping now. I don't want to be carrying it around with me for too long. It would get rather unpleasant. I'll wet the ceiling rubbers with the wet sponge. If you close the freezer now, the water will freeze and it'll be almost impossible to open it again without defrosting the whole thing. Farewell, you donuts. Nobody's gonna be getting you out of there in a hurry. Now that ought to slow down the inspector's donut order somewhat. There are things like coffee, juice, and milk on the shelf.
Another one of these flat days today. Could really do with something with me.
Edward could come along at any time. Better if we wait till this evening.
Sod Edward. Give me a couple of donuts at least.
Oh,
Sure, I'll get you some.
oh.
Conrad, your donuts seem to have ended up in the freezer.
Yeah? You can't you boil them in the oven for a bit?
The problem is, the lid's frozen solid.
Ah, I get it. You want me to help you warm up your frozen chest?
Hai capito?
I think those two are gonna be busy for a while.
Puoi saltare cutscene? No, non mi interessa. Mo' qui succede un casino. L'ispettore che se la fa con maledizione.
What am I supposed to copy? Constable Zach seems okay. Plays by the letter of the law and all that. Can I ask you something briefly? How involved were you in the investigation of my case?
I searched the sewer system and the bunker.
And you didn't find any clues?
No.
That just can't be true.
It's bloody dark down there, Mr. Michaels, and full of rats. Not for the faint-hearted.
Is there anything new on the kidnapping? Have you spoken to Tom, Bobby, or the kid in Wales?
According to the statement, Tom was at Alton Towers with Bobby at the time.
And you don't find it a little bit strange that those two went to a theme park?
The only strange thing was that Bobby was in hospital for 2 days afterwards with concussion. But we've got a medical certificate that proves that.
And what if Tom was lying?
We can't prove it. He had 2 tickets for the theme park and the paperwork from the hospital.
Damn. And the boy?
There's no one called Van Helsing in Wales.
Mamma mia, quello stava a giocare come Van Helsing.
How long are you gonna look for Angelina?
She'll be deemed missing until we find her.
Even if she's long since dead?
We haven't found a body yet, Mr. Michaels.
Can you make a copy of my file and send it to my lawyer?
Didn't he get one ages ago?
He wants to have the current version for the embassy.
Not possible.
Something wrong?
I'd forgotten. The copier gave up the ghost a few weeks back, but there's a new one on order.
Are you being serious?
It's not so bad. I have so little to do here, I could type up most of the documents.
I understand. So, would you be so kind as to type my file?
No.
And what if I fix that thing?
All right then. You go and see what you can do with it.
In alcuni enigmi dovrai posizionare delle cose in uno specifico ordine, poi trascinarle e tenendo primo... Ma va, non mi dire!
Spooner, your inspector, is he always so nice?
I don't know. He was in the homicide department in London until half a year ago. Then, he got redeployed here as a punishment.
That explains a lot.
Since then, he's tried everything to get back out of here. He locks people up for the smallest of misdemeanors. Good for the statistics, you see.
And you can't do anything about it?
What does a bear do about the winter? He rolls himself up and sleeps until the spring comes.
Do you believe I set fire to the castle?
Well, Mr. Michaels, you claim to be Samuel Gordon's son, and you were at the scene of the crime with a smoldering torch in your hand.
I had that to defend myself with.
Against the mysterious secret order that nobody knows about and nobody's seen?
It's mentioned in the Gordon Chronicles.
500 years ago.
Forget it.
And then there was the thing with poor Miss Valley, right? We found your tracks at the scene of the crime.
I told you, forget it. Goodbye, Constable.
Bene, devo riparare sta cosa. Vediamo un po'.
It can't be that difficult to fix a copier. I studied it once. Well, kind of. What if we got here? The fuse has blown. Switch to turn it on, and you press the green button to copy. If I twist and connect the wires that work, it should be able to copy again.
Non sapevo che le fotocopiatrici avessero dei fusibili. Questo è bruciato, questo è bruciato, questo è bruciato, questo è bruciato. Questo è segno. Qualcuno ci ha versato dell'acqua. Uno, due, tre. Fatto è posto per stare così. Allora.
That should do it.
Io non ho fatto niente. Ho messo come era prima.
Can I ask you something briefly?
Hmm?
The copier's working again.
Hmm?
Now, can you copy my file?
Sure. Then I'll send the copy to your lawyer. The copy of your file?
Then I can send it myself.
The inspector insists that no files can leave the building without authorization.
I see. Damn. Constable?
Mm-hmm?
When does the mail go? My lawyer needs the file as soon as possible.
I'll post it later on. It ought to be collected this afternoon.
Thanks. Goodbye, Constable.
Andiamo in caffetteria, ho visto una cosa interessante.
The cafe waiter is a real stiff. Maybe he's just swallowed something rather nasty? I'll just ask him. Hi.
Good day, sir.
You almost look like a waiter to me.
You're absolutely right, sir. My name is Edward.
You've got lots of photos of the people of Willow Creek in here. Have you got any of the Gordons?
Sorry, sir, but the Gordons do not keep company in these humble rooms.
Where do they keep company, then?
As far as I know, they very rarely leave their estate. They used to go to church every Sunday, but it's been a long time since they've even done that.
Vero.
It's a nice cafe you've got here.
Thank you, sir. I do all I can to keep it that way.
Aren't cafes a bit uncommon in England?
If you say so, sir. But I think this place deserves an alternative to that drunkard's dive over there.
Concordo.
What can you tell me about Willow Creek?
A quiet place. Bad for midwives, they'd find no work here. But ideal for authors, if they happen to write thrillers.
Yeah, or horror stories. Do you know the inspector?
Of course. He's a very good customer. Perhaps a little too good. He likes to keep Denise from doing her work. And she likes being distracted.
So maybe it's not the right job for her.
On the contrary, sir. I tell her father time and again, she's absolutely the right woman for the job. Even the workmen from the castle come down here for a coffee. I really couldn't imagine anyone better for the job than her.
I'd better be going.
Please, do us the honor again soon, sir.
I better not go in there right now, or Denise will bar me from the place.
Beh, non posso fare nulla. Ah no, sembra un investigatore. Qualcosa si muove però.
Jones and Partners Chambers. Please leave your name and telephone number. We're in your corner.
A fortune teller's business card. Madame Fortuna. You'll see your future. And her phone number. Madame Fortuna's business card. You'll see your future.
Oh, utilizziamo. Passiamoci il tempo.
Hello?
Welcome to Madame Fortuna's.
Yeah, hi. My name's Adrian.
Stop. Speak no more, Adrian. I know why you are calling.
Oh, really?
You want to find out about your future.
Yes.
Adrian, you've come to the right place. I will read your cards for today. Pick a card.
Over the phone.
Say stop.
Stop.
I've drawn the tower.
And I've put the pawn on A3.
Tomorrow, Adrian, not chess. There will be drastic changes to your life. I see. Death.
Great.
You will be ripped apart by wild beasts.
Wild beasts. Huh.
But Adrian, there is something you can do about it.
Really? What then?
Stay away from beasts.
Yeah. Thanks. What a load of crap. A barrel. It says Willow Creek Corner Shop on it. A barrel. It says... Okay, this is my last chance to get my hands on the file. I somehow need to stop the letter from vanishing irretrievably into the mailbag.
Lavagna?
A piece of thin board. Ah, it's a menu. They probably don't need it anymore. A narrow, thin board. I found it amongst the remains of a fair.
I suoni sono proprio più da incubo.
Straight on top of the mailbag, so that when the constable posts a letter, I can easily pull it out again.
Tempismo, perfetto.
It worked. Let's see what's in here. Friday afternoon, 12:30. Oh, they must have discovered the body then. The time of death for Miss Valley was the previous evening, Thursday, between 10 and midnight. Cause of death, burned alive after a blow to the back of the head. Granted, witness interviews. Let's see. Not important, saw nothing. It continues. Friday, 1837. Emergency services called out. At that time, I was in the rooms of the old academy with Angelina, Lewis, and my mother. Then, Saturday, 12:06 a.m. Fire under control. At that time, I was running from the ruins in the direction of the castle. 3 bodies were retrieved. Lady Eleanor Gordon, Edward Bartholomew Bates, the butler, and Sally Wood, the cook. 1 survivor, Lady Victoria Gordon, suffering from severe smoke inhalation. Also on Saturday morning, 12:12 a.m., Darren Michaels arrested on suspicion of arson and murder of Miss Valley. Witness interviews on the subject unproductive, and Lady Victoria Gordon could not as yet be questioned. She remains in shock. After a 2-week period of hospitalization, was discharged of her own wishes to continue medical supervision at home. Hey, it says here that Murray can't remember having seen me in the hotel on Thursday evening. That can't be right. That was exactly when he threw me out of the hotel. Oh, the rat was lying. Just wait. Evidence still insufficient to charge, but strongly suspected of crime. Current state of the investigation. Darren Michaels' conduct, as well as his contradictory testimony, is currently being examined for plausibility by the psychiatric expert, Dr. Joyce Winterbottom. Here's a note to Constable Zach. If he's diagnosed as nuts, will he have to be remanded in a loony bin? Possible murder weapon, a torch, still smoldering, which was in Darren Michaels' possession when apprehended. He's undergoing forensic examination. Deportation to USA, not possible. Release of the suspect on bail on direction of the court. Dr. Winterbottom authorized as prime supervisory agent in point of referral. Good, and I've got 2 new goals already. Visit Victoria and see how she's doing, and let Murray know what I think. I'll write in the file so I don't forget. There are enough empty pages. I can stash the remains of my diary away with it as well.
Ammazza, ha fatto in fretta a ricostruirsi il diario. Quando sarà disponibile una nuova annotazione, il simbolo corrispondente apparirà in alto a sinistra. Puoi aprire il diario tramite la sua icona oppure utilizzare i tasti D o J. Bene, direi che come prima puntata ci siamo. Possiamo lasciare il villaggio. Nuovo salvataggio. Verso l'albergo. Eh sì, perché è lì che si andrà. E detto ciò, gente, io vi saluto qui con Black Mirror 3, o se volete il continuo del 2, perché da quel che pare, anche se hanno migliorato alcune cosette e non di poco, già aprire la bocca e metter fiato è tanta roba. Anche i movimenti sono un pelino migliorati. Prima camminava a passo dopo, adesso cammina in un modo decente. È più umanizzato, ecco. Certo, beh, è migliore in questi aspetti. Si vede che prima l'abbiano fatto in fretta, trascurando alcune cosette. Il terzo, pardon, il successivo, cioè questo, si vede che è fatto meglio. La grafica è la medesima, quindi non posso dirvi nulla. L'ambientazione è un po' più cupo, si sente già dalla musica, sentite il piano, è molto bella. Va bene, alla prossima, un saluto e bella a tutti, ciao!